Okay, so we are recording, and most all of you guys know our amazing Sapphire Ambassador, Dusty Duncan. So I don't think I have to give her an official introduction, but you know how amazing she is. And she said, yeah, she would love to jump on here. We're going to have her do that more too. She doesn't know that yet, but on the team calls and share with us some words of wisdom that she has, you guys. We were talking about some subjects this morning on training and different things, and some topics that got brought up to me is having a hard time finding people that, you know, want to work the business, and showing enthusiasm and excitement to them when we sign them. And so some things that Dusty and I kind of talked a little bit about that, and she's going to go over just some different things for you guys. So I muted everybody too, Dust, so I'll have to have you unmute. But anyway, so without further ado, we're going to have Dusty kind of take it away and share some things on this subject with us, and then we can open it, you know, for questions at the end or whatever too. So whenever you're ready, Dusty, go ahead and unmute and take it away.
Well, thank you very much. I don't know how amazing I am, but I try to be helpful. So anyways, so like Jeannie said, we're going to talk about, you know, a lot of people, and this is not just, I want you to understand, I asked Jeannie, she said, you know, would you jump on? And I said, well, what do you think the team needs? And so I asked her what she's been getting a lot of questions on. And the biggest one she said she gets is, I can't get people to join the business side. And I want you guys to understand, it's not just this leg. It's all the other legs have this same exact question. And so when you get this question, I'm going to immediately ask you a question back to yourselves. So I know I hate this because people do this to me and I'm like, oh, what do you mean? I got to ask myself questions. Well, I'm not the problem. Well, you probably aren't the problem, but you might be the problem. So we always need to go back and look at ourselves first. And I want you to ask a few questions to yourself. One being, how am I approaching these people? Am I just sending them a private message on Facebook and that's all they get is this little message behind Facebook, behind the messenger, or a text message? Am I hiding behind this? Or am I actually sending them a message that says, hey, are you free anytime this week? Then we can jump on the phone and we can talk. I want you to ask yourself, am I doing that? Because if you're just hiding behind social media or text messaging, people can't hear passion through words in a text. How many of you have got something from a text from somebody and you're like, oh, are they mad at me? Or, oh, are they serious about that? Or, oh my God, that came across really weird. Honestly, I've got things from Jeannie and I'm like, oh, is she mad at me? And then she'll send me something that's got this laughing face after. I'm like, oh, nope, I totally misread that. But you guys have to remember that when we're sending these things, we need to look at how we're approaching people. And then when we do talk to people in person, are you saying, hey, Jeannie, do you want to join my team? And then just sitting there waiting for her to send me something back. Or, hey, Jeannie, I kind of joined this company and I'm kind of excited about it. And I was kind of wondering if maybe you had some time to talk to me about it. No, don't ask them like that. You have to be excited. So I want you to look at how you're approaching people. When I called Jeannie, hey, Jeannie, oh my God, I'm so excited about this. You have to do this with me. Now, can you talk to everybody like that? Probably not. But she heard that from me. Again, she went, whoa, wait a minute, give me a second. You know, let me see what you got first. But I was excited when I called her. So I want you to ask yourself, are you portraying that excitement and that enthusiasm to the person that you're talking to? Now, obviously, if you don't have a really close relationship like Jeannie and I have, I want you to think, okay, say if I just knew Jeannie from school. She was just somebody that I went to school with, and I pick on her a lot because, well, I know her. So say I just went to school with her and we really didn't know each other very well. I would probably reach out and start talking to her, if I hadn't been talking to her in a while, about her life. I'd say, oh my gosh, you know, your kids are so cute. I love what you share on Facebook. That's awesome. How have you been doing? And I'd probably get in touch with her a few times before I brought up Plexus. And the fact of the matter is, I'm not going to bring up Plexus. I'm going to bring up something like, hey, Jeannie, what do you do these days for a living? What do you and your husband do? and I'm going to listen to what she says back. And then inevitably she's going to ask me, what do I do? And so when I come back to her, I'm going to say, oh my gosh, I work for a supplement company. It's a health and wellness. It's one of the best, amazing things that I've ever done. I'm so excited about it. I love helping people find their life back. And she's probably going to be, okay. Well, I planted that seed with her. But I did it in a very positive way, and I showed her some kind of excitement. Now, here's the thing. I'm probably going to be sending her voice messages. I think that is a huge key because they hear you. People need to hear you. They do not need to read you. So I want you to remember how you're approaching people. And then if she would have come back and said, oh my gosh, that's really exciting, I'd love to know more, then I'm not going to give her any more information. I'm going to say, oh my gosh, are you going to be around tomorrow night about 7 o'clock? I'd love to jump on the phone and just chat with you, just 5-10 minutes. She's probably going to say, sure, I would love that. Because when you're really sharing with somebody about taking the opportunity with you, you really want to get them on the phone. And guess what? You could get them on the phone with yourself and your upline, just to help validate if they want a little more information about the business. So I know those are just a few things that you probably already knew, but I want you to also look at something else. At when you're saying, I can't get people to join the business side. Think about how you're approaching them. Think about what you're saying with them. But I want you to look at this. Are you only staying in your comfort zone circle? Do you have that same 20 people that you socialize with all the time? Are you actually reaching outside that comfort zone circle? Are you approaching the people that are on your chicken list? And are you approaching people that are better than you? I'm just going to throw that out there, because if you don't reach out there and find people that are better than you, you're probably really not going to grow. And what do I mean by that? I went to a seminar in Florida, and one of the guest speakers there said, guys, if you look out in this audience, there's going to be people in this audience that are from a scale of 1 to 10. 1 being the meek and mild and calm people that probably just got involved in this business and that are very afraid to approach people. And they probably have an influence scale of a 1, so not very influential. And then as you go up 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way to 10, 10 is going to be your most educated, more influential person that is surrounded by the same kind of influential people. So you kind of need to look at yourself in a scale. Are you somebody that's maybe got a little bit of influence and maybe you consider yourself a number 5? I want you to look for number 6s to join your business with you. I want you to find people that are better than you, because if you bring in a bunch of 3s, 4s, and 2s, they're going to bring in a bunch of 3s, 4s, and 2s. People with not a lot of influence. And that's fine. We need those kind of people. We want to change their lives. I'm not saying that they're bad by any means. But I want you to start reaching up and thinking about people that have more influence than yourself. And this might help you get more people that want to join you in the business. You want to find people that are better you. And so sometimes we tell you all this, when you first begin the business, we talk to you about getting your list of 100 people and start contacting those people. And those people that we tell you to contact first are the people that are closest to you. Some people have amazing luck getting their closest friends to join them in the business. And some people don't. And you have to know that it works for some that way, others it does not. So you need to step outside that close friend circle and reach out to other people. Maybe you need to join more groups to get outside of where you are. Let me tell you a little bit about myself. Some of you know this. I don't have a lot of friends. Never had a lot of friends. Never seen a real reason to have a whole lot of friends, because that's not who I was. Not a real social person. I have Jeannie and a couple other girlfriends that I would consider good girlfriends. And really none of them like Jeannie in all aspects, if you really want to know the truth. But I've been able to be successful. Serena's laughing. Okay, so they're thinking, if she only has one friend, that's kind of sad. Well, maybe it was kind of sad. But what I did have was a little bit of influence. I don't have a ton of influence, but I had a little bit of influence. So I influenced Jeannie a little bit, and she influenced her amazing amount of friends that she has. She's very social. but had a little bit of influence with some other people that joined me in the business that had influence with others. So you need to look for people that are influential. And then if you are people that you reach out to, they don't want to join you, you have to be okay with that because the timing isn't right for them. It doesn't mean you take them off your list. You just say, hey, well, then would you be an awesome friend and just host a party for me and invite some people? Because guess what? Somebody that they invite to the party might just be your rock star and might be something that some person that's more influential than you. I want you to understand that this is a numbers game. I'm not going to lie to you. Those who have the most numbers in their organization wins, so to speak. So it's like a deck of cards, guys. And I know this is kind of cliche, but it is like a deck of cards. And as you're going through and you're talking to people, you need to have a goal to talk to new people every day. So do you need to get into a new group maybe of social aspects? Probably so. My son started playing baseball. I'm not a baseball mom. I'm a rodeo mom. So it was really odd and I was not looking, I'm just going to be honest with you, I was not looking forward to going to these baseball games. I started going and I started feeling the passion from my son, so that made it a little bit easier. But another thing that made it easier, I was meeting new people. I'm now in a whole nother circle. And guess who my new prospects are? People that are watching me do what I do. Pull up in my Lexus at the ball games. Oh, that's a big thing for me. You better believe I'm going to drive that Lexus to the ball games. And smacked all over the back of it, Plexus Lexus. You know, the moms are seeing, I'm friending them on Facebook. They're seeing what I'm doing. They're reaching out to me, say, what is this Plexus thing? I told somebody the other day about what I did. She wanted to know how much money there was. I flat out told her what I made, and she said, you have my full attention. There's my newest prospect. She is somebody that has great influence. She is definitely a higher numbered person than I am. I'm reaching up to people that I know have more influence. So just ask yourself, do these people that I'm talking to have enough influence? If not, go join another group. Get out there. You'll find out, like I am, that people aren't so bad. And I'm socializing and finding new friends, guys. So like I said, this is a numbers game. It's kind of like a deck of cards. And when you talk to somebody, they might be like a level 5 person. And so they're going to bring people in of a level 5 quality, and they might join your team, but you're stuck. They're a level 5. They're probably not going to get any better if they don't start reaching up and sponsoring people in has more influence than them. And then you might come along and find somebody that's an 8. That's awesome. But you've had to go through how many people to find that level 8? And then you might hit a 3. And then you might hit a 10. And then you might hit a 2 and a 3 and another 2. And then you might luck out and hit a jack. That person has pretty good influence, and they're bringing new people into the organization. But I want you to understand, there's only 4 aces in a deck. How many people do you have to go through to get that ace? Jeannie is an ace, guys. She's an ace. That's the kind of person that you want. Somebody that's hardworking, dedicated, and caring for her people, who's not scared to go out there and do what she's doing. She has a team full of aces, guys. There's good quality people in your organization. But you'll find as you start to grow, you have to flip through this deck of cards to find these people. It's a numbers game. And remember, there's only 4 aces in a deck. So you might have to go through a lot of people to get to the ones that you want. One of my favorite things is written by Bill Britt, and he is the #1 earner for Amway. And he talks about that he showed 1,200 people the business opportunity with Amway. Are you willing to talk to 1,200 people about Plexus? Out of that 1,200 people, 900 people told him no. That's huge. Are you willing to be told no 900 times? Out of that 900, 300 people signed up. Out of the 300 people that signed up, 35 people did something with the business. Out of that 35 people, only 11 were really, really serious, and those 11 people made him a millionaire. This is a numbers game. when you say nobody will join my team, you need to back up, say, what can I do to get out and talk to more people? What kind of clubs, what kind of things can I get out and share more about this? And how many people, where's my 1,200 people? You have to find more people. How do you find the more people? It could be in your children's clubs. It could be asking your friends that said no, they're not interested, to be supportive and bring them, let them say, okay, support me, and invite 5 or 6 friends to the house, and you share the opportunity and the products. What if one of those 5 was your ace in the hole? It's worth it to step outside your comfort zone, address your fears, and talk to people that you don't know. Because even if, say, Deborah, I see her on the in here, say I contacted Deborah and she said, absolutely not. I am not interested in this. But I said, hey, Deborah, you know me, you love me, you trust me, right? Have a little get together at your house for me. Support me a little bit. Would you invite 3 or 4 people or more? She's probably going to say, of course, I will support you. Come to the house next Thursday. I'll have some friends here. We'll have a little barbecue and you can just share with them. What if those were your people? I want you to look at your customers. Happy customers make amazing ambassadors. I sat in a room with about 100 Juuls in Dallas, Texas, and 98% of the room raised their hand and said they were a wholesale buyer. If Tammy would have never said, Dusty, this could change your life, this could be your new job, I would have never had that seed planted in my head to go ahead when I was ready, when the time was right, for me to say, okay, I'm going to share this. I was her customer for 2 weeks, and then I became her closet ambassador for 2 months. And then I shared, okay? And then you can't help but share after that. So I want you to look at that. But I want you to remember, timing is huge for a lot of people. Don't give up and don't let yourself get pulled down. Because of this, it's like when the waitress comes around with the coffee, guys. At the beginning of the meal, you might say, I'm not interested in that coffee. I don't want any. She doesn't take it personal. She goes on and she does her job. She comes back by mid-meal. You're still not ready for it. She doesn't take that personal. But at the end of the meal, she comes by and asks again. You're ready to receive the coffee because the coffee is good. You're ready for the coffee. Your time to relax, and you're ready to receive it. So timing is huge for a lot of people. So don't reach out to your upline, or yes, you have to reach out to the upline, but don't contact them and say, oh my God, nobody is joining my business. I want you to ask you the questions. How many people have I approached this week? How many people have I not approached with my chicken list? And how have I approached them? Have I took the avenue of joining a new group or asking my friends to host a party to support me? Here's another great avenue to take. I love this. I can't even remember where I got it from, but somebody went around and picked up business cards from other locations in their town. Somebody that had a restaurant, some other people that were chiropractors, just all kinds of random business. They stopped in and picked up these business cards. And then the next day they started making phone calls. You see, why this person did this is because those people have businesses. They're entrepreneurs. You have no idea what one of those businesses might be tanking, or need a little help to get them out of the hole, or maybe that business isn't going the way they wanted it or planned it to be, and they need something to supplement that income. These people that have their own businesses, they are entrepreneurs. So I would challenge each and every one of you to hit your hometown or a town that you're driving through. It doesn't matter. Pick up those business cards and reach out to those people and say, hey, so-and-so, I picked up your business card at your restaurant the other day. I wanted to know, would you be interested in hearing about another business opportunity? Because I can see you're already an entrepreneur. They're either going to say yes or no. My guess is they're probably going to say, yeah, what do you have? Because they're entrepreneurs themselves. So I want you to remember that. The other thing that I want you to remember is to reach out and pour into your downlines. Guys, I may not have 200 people attached to me that want to rock this business, but I might have 10 people attached to me that want to rock this business. And you better believe if Jeannie contacted me this morning, what do you think? You think I'm going to tell her no? I'm not going to be on your call? Oh my God, no. I want to be there if she needs me to help support her. Do I know she can do this without me? Absolutely, 100%. But I want to do this with her because I love all of you guys. You guys are my team as well as her team. But you have an amazing leader here. But you better believe I'm going to help come pour into her and this whole team because I love y'all and I want that success for you. So are you seriously reaching to the 10 people that you might have sponsored in the business? Or if you only have 3, are you reaching to them and suggesting, hey, are you ready to take it to the next level? Are you ready to play ball with them? If they're not ready to play ball, I touch base with those people once a month. The people that don't want the business and they just want to be my wholesale buyer, I'm going to touch base with them once a month. But those people that want to run with me, I'm going to pour into them and I'm going to help them grow. Because did you know, if you look at it this way, you want to be an Emerald Ambassador in the company? Pick 3 people out to be rubies. 3 people with 500 points. You can do this. You just have to flip through that deck of cards until you find those aces. And so what if it takes you 1,200 people? Guys, I have not arrived until my entire team has arrived. You better believe I'm flipping through that deck of cards every single day, just like you guys are. So I want you to ask yourself those questions. Am I doing my daily method of operation? Am I reaching out to people and introducing the business and the products? And I want to encourage you guys to lead with the business. Why is this? Because if you lead with the business and they're not interested in it, they still might be interested in the products. But if you lead with the products and they don't like the products, they're sure as heck not going to listen to you talk about the business. And I want you to remember that, because that's a really important thing to remember. So just kind of touching things. Are you reaching out to your downline? Don't neglect your newbies that you bring on board. Pour into them as much as they'll let you. Flip through those cards, guys. Take the chance and join some new groups, all right? Mommy and Me group if you got little ones. Look at your kids' baseball team. Look at if your kids' rodeo, whatever it is, you're going to find a network of people to join. And I want you to start looking for people that are better than you. I'm just going to say it. I look for people that are better than me. Am I going to accept people that are not better than me? I don't think anybody's less than me, but yes, I'm going to take anybody that wants to join me in this business. You better believe I'm going to take them and I'm going to help them as I go. But I'm going to be looking for people that are better than me, that have a higher social network. And I want you to remember that timing is big. I want you to know this too. Sorry, Jeannie, I'm probably taking way too much time. Okay, so I want you to understand that you have to have a huge network to get to jewel level with Plexus. But I want you to understand everybody's organization is going to look different. Don't look at yours and say, well, mine doesn't look like hers. I don't care what hers looks like. I want you to look at yours. Is it going to take you sponsoring 40 people into the business to become an Emerald? It might. Is it going to take you sponsoring 100 people into the business to find somebody, those 3 to take you to Emerald? It might. Some jewels luck out and they find those 3 people right at the beginning that help take off with them and rise them to the top. Other jewels, like myself, have to flip through those cards over and over and over. Yes, I might have grown a little bit fast, but I did stop at one point. I stopped growing. I plateaued. Anybody ever plateau in their weight or their business or whatever they're doing? Amen. We all do. So what do I got to do? I got to flip through those cards till I find those other ones. And I've been flipping through those cards and I found a couple of girls that are ready to roll. And it might have taken me 6 months to get it done, guys. But I'm just a real person like y'all. So what if it takes you 3 to 5 years to get to the top of the company? Where else could you pour your soul, your heart and soul into something for 3 to 5 years and be making 5 figures a month? Hello? This is huge. We are blessed with this opportunity. So when you ask the question of, I can't get anybody to join the business, ask yourself those other questions back. That help y'all? I hope it did.
Yeah, Dusty, I know that was incredible. So yeah, I could tell everybody was like really tuned in too. So that was amazing. Dusty, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, and something I wanted to tell you guys too that happened to me today and I've seen GW do this. He's really good about commenting and asking, his, anybody who comments or does something, hey, I'm, referrals. I've seen him do that. And I'm like, that's great. And today I had a friend that is a customer of mine. She's been a customer for a long time. She posted about she got her vehicle detailed and she shared his information on her post. And it was about, just supporting entrepreneurs and this stuff. So I commented and I said, I love entrepreneurs. I love supporting them. I get a friend request from this company, from this guy, just like 5 minutes before this call. And I was like, that's awesome. So of course I accepted, because he, like Dusty said, is a business owner. He's an entrepreneur. You know, he doesn't know me, but he saw my comment on somebody else's post. And now he's going to see my Plexus posts. You know, I'm going to help build that relationship with him and share his information. He's probably going to do the same for me. And then I'm going to visit with him about Plexus. But that was like a great example, you know, of what, like I've seen GW do on asking for referrals and getting that information out there to other people past your friends too, on building your network. So I just wanted to share that with you guys, because that was like just a neat example that happened like literally right before this call. And I thought, perfect timing. So, you know, there's so many different ideas, you guys out there, for expanding your network, like Dusty said. So thanks, Dust. I mean, that was incredible. I think a big thing, you guys too, like she said, is, you know, showing enthusiasm and excitement towards the business. I had a call this morning, we talked about this, and it was really awesome talking about it, because, you know, this person, you know, it's a little frustrating. Her journey has been, and we talked about that, and it's hard sometimes to share that enthusiasm when you're signing new people, because you're frustrated inside. But her and I were talking, and I said, let me tell you, I said, you know, for me, I've been a senior Ruby. I was a senior Ruby for 2 years before I made it to Emerald, over 2 years. But I said the thing, almost, actually, 3 years, I'm sorry. But anyways, I said the thing for me was I was a senior Ruby for that 2 years, and I was blessed to have that paycheck for 2 years as a senior Ruby. That was life-changing, completely life-changing for our family. And so when a new person signs up, you know, you have to remember they're brand new. They don't know what it's like to be a senior Ruby. They don't know what it's like to be a silver ambassador. And so they're excited. You got to remember how you felt when you first joined this company. And that's one thing I try to do with my newbies, and show that excitement, that enthusiasm at their level, you know, and say, I am so excited because you can do this, and, you know, be at their level, and realize, hey, they're looking towards you. You were their leader at that point in time, and they're looking for you to help start this journey. So what you say to them is how they're going to take it from there. So immediately show that enthusiasm and excitement. So, but anyways, thank you, Dusty, so much. That was amazing. Does anybody have any questions or comments real quick they'd like to share? GW, it was requested that you share how you how you do what you do. Edith would like to know your wisdom there, GW.
Hey, it's not rocket science. It's, you know, when you try to talk to somebody and try to get something out of them, if they don't want to be with the business or with even the products, just always ask, you know, who do you know that could benefit? Even all of my customers, I've gotten 2 or 3 good referral customers just from, you know, tell my customers to make sure you refer people. And it's just, again, it's not rocket science, just asking, hey, if this is not for you, who do you know? Or maybe your sister may be able to benefit from that. And today I was at my dentist, and you know, it's a husband and wife team, and she's one of my customers, and she loves BioCleanse, and she just cannot shut up about it, which is awesome. Now she's got her sister on it and her daughter on it, and they're going to be, you know, and I gave her some samples of the pink drink, so she's gonna. She said she wants to try. She has another bottle of BioCleanse she got from High Health or one of the health stores. She says she's gonna wait till that's done, but she's interested in trying Triplex, and she's gonna get her sister and her daughter on it. So, you know, it's just again, it's still a numbers game, but all you got to do is just, hey, who do you know? Who do you know?
Right. Exactly, GW. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah, just opening that mouth and expanding that network is huge, you guys. So definitely. But yeah, I hope you guys that helped some tonight, because I know that's a big thing, and I knew Dusty could nail a lot of that like she did for us. So any other questions, you guys, before we let you go? Anybody have? Edith is quiet tonight.
I have one thing I want to say.
Dusty.
Sorry, Edith. Didn't mean to cut you off there. The only thing that I wanted to say to kind of end this up is, guys, remember, sometimes when we go through these dry spells, And forgive me if you're not religious. I'm going to apologize. I'm really religious. So sometimes I always tell myself, nope, the devil's trying to get me. I'm in my drive spell, but guess what? He's not going to stop me, because that's what he tries to stop you just before you break into something that's so amazing. So do not get yourself down. Do whatever it is to pull yourself back up. If it's reading a personal development book, reach into your upline, doing some motivational stuff, saying your affirmations, whatever it is. I dig into my Bible and my affirmations, and I say, you're not going to break me. And then I'll hit something, and I'll sponsor like 4 people into the business. I'm like, yeah, I beat this. I'm not going to let it beat me.
Right.
And if any of you knew my story, you would understand that I had a period in my business where I thought it was going to beat me, but I'm not going to let it beat me. We can all rise above this, and we can go through our deck of cards to find those 4 aces to take us to the top.
Yep, I agree. And how worth it is it? Oh my gosh, we get to do Plexus, you guys. Seriously, this is not a job,
Right.
I'm like, oh my gosh, what a blessing. What an amazing thing we get to do every day. And I still have to pinch myself that this is what I literally get to do to help support my family and help be there for you guys. It's just blows my mind. So anyways, it's awesome. Network marketing is the way to go. I'm convinced.
Maybe I want to kind of go on a sidebar about the convention coming up. Are we looking at getting a little caravan going up? I don't know when folks are heading up north from Phoenix way. I'm not leaving till Sunday. I don't know anybody else is leaving on Sunday, but just want to see if anybody's going to be doing the same time. We can at least maybe try to exchange cell numbers and at least see if we're going to be going up there at the same time. I don't know what you guys' thoughts on that.
Yeah, I know. My parents are keeping my boys, and they have a forest fire in Young. So we're supposedly, as of now, going through Phoenix, but roads still closed. So if not, we're going to be going through Payson and up through that way to Vegas. So we won't know, but we're leaving on Sunday, GW, either way. So I'll keep you posted on that. And it'll be early in the morning hours. We're hoping to get to Vegas by 2 or 3, I know, for us. And I think Edith is coming in around 3 o'clock, but she's driving the other direction.
Absolutely. We will be there. Most of my team, I think, is planning on heading down there and getting there a little bit early so that we can get together and do something. Just whenever you guys get into town, start shooting out messages. Let us know you're there.
And I think Jimmy is, you're not driving, right? You're flying, aren't you?
Me?
Yeah.
No, I'm driving, but I leave Friday, and I've got to meet with an ambassador in Kingman Friday night, and then on Saturday I've got an opportunity meeting in Henderson.
That's right.
So
That's right.
I'll get into the MGM like late Saturday night.
Okay, so you're leaving before. So yeah, there may be some GW. I would post it on the team page, and that might get some more of the Valley people and go in that direction to see which way. So that's what I would do. So perfect. And I'm excited to see those of you that are going next week, and excited for the new products and stuff too, you guys. That's another thing, like Dusty was talking about. We're going to have a lot of excitement and things to be very excited and enthused about. I'm having a feeling. I wish I knew all the details, but I can't wait to get there and find out. So
I'm going to be going for the Ferris wheel ride.
Poor Dusty.
We need to buy tickets for that soon. So we need to reach out to the people that, I guess, Edith and Kara are 2 of the people that ranked up. And because on that Ferris wheel, I can put 9 people in the car with the bar in it, because I'm going to need the bar. And
I will be.
Some of you may not know what this is about, but a while ago I challenged some people, if they ranked up, then I would go on this Ferris wheel. And why this is a big deal is because I'm highly afraid of heights. But if they did some things that really scared them, I have to do some things that really scare me. And so therefore I'm getting on the world's largest Ferris wheel in Las Vegas.
I made sure, like right after she posted this thing saying, if anybody ranks up, I will ride the Ferris wheel. And I knew she had no idea. So I took a picture of the little big one that we rode when we were at Leaders Retreat. And I posted a picture of it next to the one from Vegas. And I told her, you don't know what you've done, Dusty. I do believe that was my exact comment. So you don't know what you've done. And I think I ranked up in 2 weeks.
I didn't.
No.
I tell my team all the time to say yes before you really know all the details, before you can let the fear get in there. Yeah, I said yes before I knew all the fear.
Yes, you did. I was laughing. I was like, okay, well, I guess I better get out there and rank up. So we need another one kind of like that because that one really got me going.
It did. It was perfect. I'm excited to see, to watch. All right.
Who's taking pictures of that?
Well, I don't know. We'll see.
Somebody needs to be down there taking pictures of her face.
Well, inside is much better. Trust me.
Inside, we might get a video, but I'm pretty sure we would have to charge a lot of money for that one.
We're going to need a few more rank ups before that gets public.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
I will tell you guys, Dusty's like scared to death to drive through a tunnel. Like literally, if she's driving, it scares me because we go through a tunnel and she literally closes her eyes and screams
Oh, geez.
the entire way. So you guys have no idea how scared she is of this. I will tell you, she probably may not survive because it's bad. So we go over bridges like Roosevelt Dam. Yeah, she's not good. Not good. So just so you know.
I showed Derek where the trust was so that he knows.
So I'm proud of her, you guys. She's definitely getting out of her comfort zone, just so you all know, in a big, big, huge way. So
Edith, you're terrible.
I told her last night, she was on our team training last night, and I said, you know, I'm really starting to feel bad, but not quite bad enough to not make her go.
No.
it'll be great.
Y'all are sweet. Y'all are sweet.
Yeah, just a little.
Oh, I guess we're still recording, but